back with another motivational video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to support my channel. And remember that there's a miracle in everything, okay? I really do appreciate you guys and hope all is truly well. I know all is truly well, and you guys just better be following your goals and staying great, okay, guys? No matter what happens, just know that the final destination isn't your current situation, or reverse. The current situation is not your final destination, okay? So remember that. I wanted to make a video talking about holding yourself to a higher standard, okay? So in order to hold ourselves to higher standards, we have to put ourselves on a pedestal. We have to put ourselves on a pedestal, and everything attached to us also has to be put on this pedestal, okay? And on top of that, we have to maintain that state of being, okay? So in order to hold yourself on a higher standard and put yourself on a pedestal, of course you have to take care of yourself. You have to make sure that everything you doing for yourself is up to par. You have to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. You making sure everything is good. You're making sure your energy is right. You're making sure you look good. You're making sure you smell good. You're making sure everything is good. You're making sure that your energy is good, because if your energy is not good, then a lot of stuff will not be in alignment, and a lot of things will be out of whack. So that's so important when you're holding yourself to a higher standard. You have to make sure that your energy is on a higher standard as well, okay? That means that you're not letting things bother you. You're not letting things get the best of you. You're not letting negative situations take over you. You're making sure that your energy is above that also. If anything does come to try to take you, down a little bit, you be like, okay, what are we doing here? Like, you be like, I'm better than that. You be like, my energy is higher than that, so I'm going to use my energy to alchemize this situation and put it into my favor. I'm not going to stoop low to the situation. I'm going to be higher, and I'm going to make sure it fits into my reality, as I am the creator of my reality, and everything works in my favor. So I'm going to use my energy to make it on point. So making sure your energy is at a higher standard, nothing is gonna bother you, basically. I mean, there are going to be things that come and try to test you, and there are things that happen in life. It's life, whatever. But it's the fact that if you have yourself on a higher standard, you're not going to let it phase you. You're going to make sure you remember your higher standard energy and play the game for what it is and be the best, and as while you're doing it. So if your energy is good, nothing's bothering you, you look good, you smell good, you take care of yourself, you take care of everything attached to you. That's the next part. You're going to take care of everything attached to you, because you can't just have part of yourself be good, but then everything else in your physical reality be off, So that means whatever you got going on in your life, I don't know if you got businesses, your house, your apartment, the people around you, you want to make sure that you put them on a pedestal as well. You want to hold them up to a higher standard. And not all the time is going to be easy to maintain things, and of course it takes time to perfect things, or you have to put in a little legwork to make sure that shit is good, of course, because it's not just going to be like that. You have to, because we are in a physical reality where time does exist and time does play a part, okay? So you have to take time to do things and make sure that you keep things to a higher standard, and you make sure that you take time to put things on a higher pedestal, okay? So the people in your reality, you want to put them on a higher pedestal, hold them up to a higher standard, and if they don't check out for that, then you don't have to have them a part of your reality. Like, I don't care who it is, if it's not if it's family, if it's friends, I don't care who it is. If they're not trying to hold themselves up to a higher standard, like up to your level, then you don't have to have them a part of your reality. And it sucks because sometimes you're like, oh, that's family, oh, I gotta be there for that. But how many times are we gonna be there for people who are accountable for their own lives? How many times do we have to be, you know, in charge of someone else's life, you know? And you can take these gems and you can go run them back to them and be like, hey, like, I really care about you. Like, I'll put you on a higher pedestal. I like hold you up to a higher standard. So I want you to get your life together, and this is what we could do. And you can keep like telling them these things, but if they don't want to be a creator in their own lives and they want to fall victim to everything that happens, then you're gonna have to like let them go, and you're just gonna have to love them from a distance, because what are you to do when you study being there for people, study trying to help change people's lives, and you see like months and years later like they still like on the same shit? Like, it hurts, and it's like unfortunate, but you at the end of the day are in charge of your own reality, and you can only do so much for other people. So make sure that everything attached to you, your house, your car, you want to keep your car clean. And I'm saying that because, yeah, I love, like, I just started growing an attachment to cars, and I mean, it's life. Like, who doesn't want a fucking car? Who doesn't want to have mobility? Who doesn't want to have a way to get from point A to point B? So if this is your car, you want to treat it as your baby. You want to treat everything attached to you as your baby and put it up on the same pedestal that you're on. So you want to take care of it. You want to get it up, get it its, you know, routine oil changes and everything, get new tires routinely, you know, make sure it's clean, like, love it, like, everything attached to you. You also want to remind it that you love it. You want to remind it that you love it. You want to, everything and everyone, you know, in your house. You want to keep your house clean and keep everything attached to you clean. Your business, oh, I think I just skipped over that, but yeah, your businesses, you want to take care of it like a baby, you know. You want to put it up on a pedestal and say all the best things about it. And yeah, anything that tries to come and distract you and make you feel like it's not good enough, don't listen to it, because there's always going to be like naysayers, and there's always going to be like negative thoughts, but you don't have to entertain that negative perspective. And you can affirm to yourself, like, I got the best shit, like, I take care of my shit, like, all my shit is good, like, this is the best I ever been, like, this is, you know, this is like great. You can just affirm to yourself all these positive aspects and don't let shit faze you, you know. So those are some ways you can keep things on a higher pedestal. As you are keeping yourself to a higher standard, you have to make sure you're up to a higher standard. You have to keep everything attached to you on a higher standard. And then in conclusion, you have to maintain this energy. You have to maintain this state of being. You want to make sure, like I said, once again, it does take time, it does take effort, it does take energy, it does take work to make sure that you keep things up to par. And the good news is that once you have things up to par, all you have to do is maintain it. And once you keep it maintained, then it's going to be easy to maintain. And that way, there's going to be more positive things that could be thrown into your reality. You can be granted more things. You can grant yourself more blessings, more opportunities, more things, better things, you know. So maintaining that energy, maintaining the higher standard for everything, you know. When you're putting yourself on a higher standard, you're not just like going about your daily life and just like, you know, bumming it out. I mean, there are some bum days. Like, I love my bum days, don't get me wrong. Like, days where I literally don't want to even get in the shower. Like, well, not to say like don't get in the shower, because I don't be like I heard someone else say this, but I had to say it, rolling around in dirt. I don't be rolling around in dirt, my nigga. So like, I don't be rolling around in dirt. So if I choose not to take a shower, it's not like, oh, I'm a dirty ass, you know, girl, I'm a dirty ass bitch. No, that's not the point. But yeah, like, there are some days where I just absolutely don't want to do nothing, not even take a shower. But for the like majority of the time you want to make sure that you hold yourself up to a higher standard. You want to make sure you're clean, you want to make sure you smell good, you want to make sure all that good stuff, and that plays a part in your appearance. Like holding the state of being of maintaining your appearance is so important, especially if you aspire to do greater things and you want to like present yourself to the world. What does your presentation look like? What does your presentation look like? How are you presenting yourself to the world? You know, like there are some days like when I was really broke, like sleeping in my car or whatever, and I was not up to par, but it was just something like my energy, like my core state of being was stronger than all of the negative aspects about me. So I'm pretty sure people was like, oh my gosh, she's like such a great person, but why is she like doing this, why is she like that, blah 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 blah. It's because I was going through a point in my life where, you know, I was sleeping in my car, I was taking showers at one of these jobs that I worked at, and taking whole baths and stuff. Like I wasn't brushing my teeth. Like, yeah, it was a lot of like negative shit that I was going through. But since I am like my core frequency, like I have like a strong positive frequency, you know, that overrode the negative aspects of me. So it's more than just also your physical appearance, because you can probably have like a great physical appearance, but your energy could be off. Like you could probably like have attitudes or just be like negative all the time. So when you're putting yourself on a higher pedestal, you're making sure that, okay, your energy is good, you all good, everything attached to you good, and this is the state of being that I want to be in. I'm going to hold myself on a higher standard. I want to put myself and everything on a pedestal, and I'm going to hold it there, because we're winners, we're fucking abundant, we're prosperous, and this is the way we're supposed to be. A lot of people like don't have these values and don't have these like morals and stuff, and I don't know, if you want to be a negative person, then hey, why are you even looking at this video? But yeah, okay, I hope I said some great things, and I hope you guys really appreciated this video. I love talking to you guys and sharing how to keep yourself, how to hold yourself on a higher standard. So with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go, and I hope you have a miraculous rest of your Thursday and Friday and weekend ahead. I'm actually about to go and get a salad, because I promised myself I was gonna get a freaking Culver salad. I love the cranberry bacon blue salad, although I take off the bacon and chicken, blah 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 blah. So I think I'm gonna get 2 of them. And I'm also gonna get Qdoba, because yeah, it's a feast. It's a feast Thursday, and that's the energy that I'm maintaining. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until the next time, stay miraculous. See you in the next video. Bye, love you. Mwah.